Hey guys, welcome back to Football Kings. I'm Kingsley and I'm with my brother Andrew. And this is Football Kings, the podcast where me and my brother talk about football from different leagues and different competitions. And it's Premier League. Things are always getting heated, but Premier League match week 27, um, some games have been played. Um, but so far it's been a crazy one, right? We've had almost losses that ended up being draws. We've
Yeah,
had games that we thought would go a certain way that
yeah,
last minute became
yeah,
something else. Right.
yeah,
So it's definitely been an interesting one. But let's talk about and this would take us into more conversation on the title race and how things are
yeah.
creating and heating up. Let's quickly talk about the Manchester United, Man City Manchester United game, right? So this is a game where at least for the first half, right?
Yeah,
We saw the way where like Man U they were not playing from they were not playing from the back, right? Onana gets the ball, distributes it, right?
immediately.
And in
Yeah,
one of those distributions, Bruno Fernandes held up the play, set up for Rashford, they scored, which
yeah,
has been a problem for Manchester City, right? When teams don't play out the back, beat
yeah.
their
They
press,
struggle.
because they
They
struggle, it
struggle.
becomes an issue for them. And the first half, we can arguably say Manchester United were present for the most of that first half.
Yeah,
They were organized and they
yeah.
found a way to score. And
They
the first half
exploit
ended
the space at the back. Yeah.
with the space at the back, and it ended 1-0. And they could have scored more chances because Rashford missed a chance in that first half. I don't
Yeah,
know if you
yeah,
remember,
yeah.
from the side, he missed a chance, right? So this was a game where I was like, the way Man City is struggling against Man U in this first half, something is going to, it might end up in a draw. Who knows? They might lose the game, right? But
Mm.
I saw Pep smiling on his way to the dressing room, and I knew things were wrong. You understand?
You knew
I
he had the was dancing. He had the solution.
He had the solution. I knew things were wrong. Immediately I saw Pep smiling on his dress, I was like, nah, these guys are not winning this game. It's over because Pep was not pissed. He wasn't angry. Even when Haaland missed,
Against Chelsea, he was agitated.
he was agitated. There was
Yes,
still
because he
more,
didn't know what to do. Do
yeah.
you get? Yeah.
But against Man U, he was more relaxed. Even when Haaland missed the chance, obviously he was pissed. Well, he wasn't really half time. He wasn't really like angry. He just smiled to the
Mm.
dressing room. What happened second half? The only thing they changed, they only made
Was the
one sub the
position of
entire game.
Foden. That's the only thing. Yeah.
He changed the position of Foden, made one
Yeah.
sub, brought in
Yeah.
Alvarez, removed Doku because he realized that Doku is not
And that's
advancing the
after the
ball.
first goal.
And that was after the first goal, right?
Good.
But there was also one more thing he did. He just made them move the ball quicker. That's all.
That's all.
Move the ball
And
quicker.
Foden kept coming like this,
Foden
going
kept
in.
cutting in,
Come like
cutting in,
intentionally.
cutting
After
in.
some time, try to cross it to the far end.
Yes,
And
cut
try
in.
and the person tries to nod it back to Haaland.
Mm-hmm.
They kept on trying. So he just decided I'm going to take this shot for myself. That was the first
Yeah,
goal.
that was the first goal.
And we also had it coming, right?
Second goal, second goal was like a classic Man City type of goal where they pass it into
Yeah.
your box, two touches,
Yeah.
1-2 goal.
Pa,
That
pa,
was
pa.
the
Yeah,
Papa
in.
goal. And I've actually literally seen Oscar Bob score that type of goal before. Like
Yeah.
it's literally the type of goals they like to score. They drop it into your box. They have soft touches goal. So
Yeah.
I was really disappointed from Ten Hag. Like I'm not somebody that will
But
criticize him.
would you blame Ten Hag because do you feel he had enough to bring on from the bench?
Let me tackle your question in two parts. The first part is I was disappointed with Ten Hag because I felt like his aim of that game was to
Was to
sit back and
defend.
defend.
Yeah, I didn't have any other
That
plan.
was his aim for the entire
Yeah,
game. I'm like,
yeah.
okay, I get it. You guys want to sit back and defend. This is a Man City team that can break down low
Any
block
defense.
plays.
You can't
And
you can't just sit down. You have to also
you have
attack
to
them
you have
so
to
that they
attack
can be
them.
scared. Yeah.
Yes, so
And
that they can be scared to not just smother you. But if
yeah,
you want to be smothered, they want you to be smothered. This is literally
yeah. They
what was
want
his
you to
aim.
be afraid.
They
Yeah.
want you to be afraid. They want you to sit back. That was
Yeah.
his aim. Okay, if that's your aim, right? You want to do the same thing you did against in Anfield, where you sit back, you defend the entire time. If that's your
Mm.
aim, you need your boys to be organized, right? The first goal,
We
obviously,
they were no I expected that three people will be in front of that
yes,
defenders. And nobody leaves that any position there. If
no,
one person leaves, another person replaces. One
replaces the
person come
person.
another
Stay
person.
organized. Stay
Now they will
organized.
move you they will move you side to side.
But don't
Make sure
move.
make sure you are not really moving. One person
Yes.
moves there, the other people stay in place. Make
Stay in
sure
place.
somebody's checking the other person that wants to come in, right?
Yes.
So
That's what you would expect if you know you just want to defend
yeah,
throughout. And they could
yeah,
have defended throughout, and honestly, the game could have ended up being 1-1 or highest 2-1, right?
yeah.
Here's my problem with the subs that Ten Hag is making. As a coach,
He made them weaker. He
he
made
made them
them
weaker. As a
yeah,
coach, you know that okay, I don't really have people to replace people.
yeah.
I'm playing the best that I can. Right. Actually,
Mm,
this is the best he can play, to be honest.
mm.
I don't really have people to come in for people. Some of the key people are injured. The first issue I had is
Rash, well,
I understand you remove Evans
Rashford.
because Evans is leggy, right? I
Was
understand
that the
he,
first substitution he made?
that was wasn't that the
No,
first
wasn't
one?
wasn't ever. I don't think it was
He removed Evans and brought
no, it
in
wasn't
the
it
defender.
wasn't it
And
wasn't
that was the first
Evans.
sub. That was the first sub. He brought in the 19-year-old boy. That was the first sub.
Who plays on the left hand side?
The person playing on the left of the defense
Yeah.
was Lindelof.
I think he removed Lindelof.
He didn't
Then
remove Lindelof.
Dalo.
No,
Oh no no no! It
no.
was
Dalo on one
Evans.
side, Lindelof
Then
on
then
one side.
Lindelof came into the middle.
Lindelof came into the middle, so he removed Evans to bring in
Yeah.
the 19-year-old that stayed on the wing,
Ah,
right? And then brought
I think that
Dalo.
was a wrong change because Evans was even making them everything compact.
Evans was making everything compact. He
Yeah,
didn't need to
yeah,
remove Evans. Even if Evans looked
yeah,
leggy, he could have still
yeah,
kept Evans for some time, right?
yeah.
Because him making that sub was unnecessary. That's fine. Okay, you made that sub because Evans is leggy. Why do you remove Kobe Mainu? Why remove Kobe Mainu? Like, honest,
That's the change. No, that was even wait. He removed who did he bring on for Anthony?
he
Who
removed
of
Rashford. He removed
okay
Rashford.
for and Rashford was
Brought,
becoming tired. Rashford wasn't
brought in
defending,
brought in Anthony.
wasn't yeah.
I understand. Even if I feel like that was a wrong sub, do you know what
Mm,
I would have preferred him do? I would have
well.
preferred him remove Rashford. If Ericsson is still fit, bring in Ericsson.
Okay, bring in Ericsson.
Why
Yeah.
bring in Anthony?
Yeah,
Bring
yeah.
in
But check,
Ericsson.
was Ericsson on the bench?
I think Ericsson was. I will have to double check though. I will have to double check. But I think Ericsson was. I saw Ericsson at the end of the game, and I was like, wait, is Ericsson not on his bench?
Let me just pull it up on the screen. If Ericsson was there.
While you're checking that, let me just keep
Um,
talking about it. So I would think that if Ericsson is available and on your bench,
brought in Sofian Amrabat,
Was
Anthony,
Ericsson on the bench?
Willie, Kambuala, Omari, 14, youth team boys.
What of the Ahmad? What of that Ahmad boy that was playing that time? Why
That's
didn't you
what
bring in
I was
that person?
expecting.
So
Yeah.
my problem is okay. If Ericsson is available for you to select, remove Rashford, bring in Ericsson. What happens? What will happen now is you can be more like a 4-4-2. You get what I'm saying, right? The formation
Maybe
might change.
Kobe Minu was tired, actually. That's why I removed him.
If you had removed if you have removed Rashi, right, to bring in Ericsson, it could have
Mm.
still helped you somewhat in your attack, right? Because
And Man City had a lot of ball possession.
one of the things that they
72,
were, yes,
72-29. That's too
they
bad.
smother them. That's
That's too much.
completely
At least
annihilated
have
them.
up to at least have up to 35.
Yes, I
And
would have.
use the 35 to attack them. Don't just carry
Yes,
the ball to the wing.
I
Run at
watched them
them.
so many times, right? It got to a time they were passing. I'm like, what, man, why are you passing in a crowded area? Another problem I had, first half, you were not playing out the back. Second half, you're playing out the back. How
At the
come?
back. Yeah, yeah. That was another
Is this a
issue.
coaching instruction or the players completely missed the instruction? Because you cannot play out the back in a Manchester City game unless your players are technically gifted.
It should be two passes and you are in their box 18.
Two passes and you wipe that ball up.
And you
So
are
players are
somebody
making
is
runs.
running. Somebody is running. Put it on the
Somebody's
wing and
running
let
in
somebody
behind.
run. Yeah.
Another
That's the
problem I had
easiest
is
way.
you removed Garnacho.
Did you remove Ganacho?
He removes Garnacho. Why do you remove Garnacho? Garnacho has speed, he has pace. Why remove Garnacho? Unnecessary sub. He made unnecessary subs. And guess what happened when he made all these subs? It confused the
They,
whole
they
players.
He confused them and he led to goals.
It led to goals because now they did not know where to be at when it was still 2-1.
Ericsson was on the bench. Oh,
He was on the bench.
Ahmad was on the bench.
Yes,
Oh,
this
he could have even removed um Rashford for Ahmad. That's a
yes,
better
that's what I'm
substitution
saying.
than
If you
Eric
don't want
than
to change the
Anthony.
formation,
Than
remove Rashford,
Anthony.
bring in
Anthony
Ahmad.
wasn't good enough.
You don't need to bring in Anthony.
Yeah.
Anthony is literally the worst signing in the
Or
Premier League at
remove
this
Kobe
point.
Minor and bring in Ericsson.
Eric,
Or even remove Rashford and bring in Ericsson. You
that's
have
what
an
I just
extra
said.
body. You have an extra body in
Extra
the
body in
midfield,
midfield.
and you allow Fernandez hang on the wing.
Yes,
Garnacho on the other side.
on the other
If
side.
Fernandez gets the ball on one side, he's giving
He's
Garnacho on the
giving it to
other side.
Garnacho on the other side.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that. This is the problem with this is my problem with Ten Hag, right?
The
Sometimes,
changes killed the game. The changes killed
sometimes
the game.
sometimes you think he's tactical and he knows what he's doing. Sometimes he's just running on vibes. He doesn't really know what he's doing because these changes showed me that Ten
Yeah.
Hag
The
does not pay
changes killed the
attention.
game. He killed the game.
Why Anthony? Anthony, he
He
doesn't
killed
give
the
you
game.
anything. Anthony
Yeah.
literally has
He
0 goals, 0 assists in 20 Premier League games.
killed
Or
the
what,
game.
21? Or how many games has he played so far this season? He has no goals, no assists. He
He
doesn't
killed the
advance the
game.
ball, doesn't give you anything. So what is this?
Anthony was a wrong change.
What's a wrong change? You
Totally
don't need to
wrong.
play Anthony
Yeah.
again. Anthony should be sold in the summer. He should be sold in the summer. He's
Now
done.
remove he removed after the 2-1, he removed Garnacho and brought in Abrabat. Like, bro, what was
Amrabat,
the plan?
Amrabat,
At even 1-1, you now brought in Anthony. I felt that killed the game.
that killed the game.
That killed the game because you could have brought in remove Rashford, which was the
Honestly,
issue, and
honestly,
bring in Eriksen, more body, somebody that can hold the ball.
honestly, I'm even telling you that even the Rashford
Yeah,
subbing off, right? I
yeah.
understand that Rashford was tired,
But you could
right?
have left Rashford
You
like
could have
that.
left him for Rashford. Rashford is always a threat.
He just need one chance. Yeah, right.
All
One
you need to
chance and
tell, all you need to tell them is let their player, one player can linger. Let him linger. Everybody fall back, fall back. Just let him linger, right? All you need Rashford to do is to make a run. You make a run, play
yeah,
to Rashford, right?
and he will
Rashford
score.
has the pace. He will
He will
score.
score. That there was a ball that Anthony had on the wing and was just dilly dallying. I was just like, release the ball,
Release
release the
the
ball,
ball.
release. If Garnacho was in that position, it would have been different story.
I feel
Because
like
Garnacho, no, it's the
Ten Hag is
formation that
too.
killed the game. Because even at 1-1, Foden scored at 56, right? Then nothing happened in the game, right? Their next goal was 80. So
Yes,
what was the change that made that really killed the game? It means that even Rashford being in the game wasn't killing the game.
he wasn't killing the
He
game.
brought in Willie Cabwala, right?
Yeah,
Okay, we can understand the defenders are tired. We can argue that, but
but you don't want to drop the experience of your defense
yeah,
because another thing
yeah,
that was working
yeah.
for them was that Evans,
The
Casemiro,
experience.
they are very
Evans
experienced.
was really experienced, Evans, and he
They are
showed his
using
experience.
experience against those Man City
Yeah,
players, which was
yeah,
making Man City struggle. You understand that
yeah.
this thing that
And
Man
you
City did in the second
and
half,
you now put
they did it.
Lindelof in the middle.
Yeah, they did
Lindelof
it
that you
all
are
of
not even
first
sure
half
if
and
he's
they could not.
intelligent. Yeah.
You understand? And why take Lindelof off Foden? Why bring in that?
And
Because
Lindelof marks Foden properly.
he marked Foden properly. He made
Yeah,
Foden always pass back,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Every time
And
Doku
now
got the
when
ball,
yeah,
there was a pairing of Dalo and one other person. That Dalo and Casemiro will pair up to block Doku,
yeah,
or
yeah,
Dalo and somebody will pair up. You want Dalo to be there. Dalo should be there. Dalo will be very physical, right?
yeah,
You will not produce anything from that side. Even if you're removing Evans to bring in somebody else, you want to move Lindelof and put the person at that other side to follow Foden. The person he brought in was not on that Foden's wing. You put the person in where Bernardo Silva was coming from. Bernardo
yeah.
Silva was just running ragged through that guy, running him like he was nothing. You remove Kobe Mino, who is
You ran him
arguably
down.
Kobe Mino
Your
is very,
best
very
midfielder.
Kobe Mino is an intelligent player. In as much as Kobe
Yeah.
Mino is tired, he's intelligent defensively. He knows how to
Mm.
cover space. He knows how to just disrupt play. And he was doing that
I
well.
didn't really see McTominay in this game.
McTominay should have come off. McTominay should have come up. McTominay was not necessary. He should have
Yeah,
benched McTominay and brought McTominay off the bench.
yeah.
These
But
are the
I know
games where you
people
bring
people people
McTominay
have
off the
been
bench.
clamoring for McTominay, right? But McTominay is better as a sub.
McTominay hides. He
Had
literally
he been
hides.
see, you know what I think? Had he been, we can only hypothesize and put up hypothesis of what could have happened, but the game is gone, right? If McTominay started from the bench, right, and Eriksen was there,
Mm-hmm.
they could have still scored that 1-0.
Yes.
I'm just putting that on the table.
Yeah.
They are good enough to score that 1-0. Now,
Mm-hmm.
he's looking for who to bring on. Eriksen will be tired by, maybe they scored 1-1. Eriksen will be
50
tired
something, 50 something is tired.
by that time, right?
Yeah.
He's tired.
Take
If
him
you
off.
now decide, okay, I want to remove, he might probably remove Eriksen first and bring in McTominay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at that time, McTominay's thinking and everything is different. Now,
Yeah.
mentally, he's not tired.
Yes.
1-1. Man City would be aware that McTominay is a threat,
Yes.
right? Because it's not that
Mm-hmm.
he's been in the game and he didn't do anything. They
Mm-hmm.
are aware that, oh, this guy can actually score. McTominay comes on to score.
Yes.
That alone changes the dynamics of everything.
Mm-hmm.
You remove Rashford, you bring in maybe Ahmad. If you want to, or if you don't want, you can just throw in
Mm-hmm.
Agrabat there.
Yeah.
Do you get? Throw in Agrabat there. Agrabat is slow. Throw in
Amrabat. Yeah.
Agrabat there. Let McTominay be at the forefront with Bruno and Garnacho on the other side.
Mm.
Let the three of them be the ones that are running forward. Do you
Let's
get?
yeah.
And so that's it. But I feel
Let's
Ten
just
Hag's changes killed the game.
he
Yeah,
killed the game, and let's just call it spade a spade. Amrabat is not good enough for the Prem. Let's
yeah.
just say
It's
it
not.
as it is.
It's
He's
not.
not.
Yeah,
He's one World Cup. Mbappe
yeah,
stop is what is giving him all this hype. He's
yeah.
poor. He took a
Yeah.
bad the touch of the ball that he took was so heavy. Very bad touch against its side. And
Why
nah,
do you even
man,
take that kind of touch?
I don't understand.
The other guy wanted to take it from him and go with it. He refused. Like, he refused, prevented him from taking the ball and gave the ball away. And
I don't even know why you people are playing
Adi
out the back
been,
to pass to Amrabat. Why?
and he removed Kobe Minu for Abrabat, right?
Yeah.
Adi been, even Kobe was there. I don't think Kobe will make that kind of
Kobe
mistake.
has better touches of the ball. He's more
Good.
composed.
And at 2-1, you hold Man City 2-1 till 85 minutes. You keep holding them 2-1 continuously. 8 minutes extra time. You keep holding them 2-1. McTominay is in that game. That goal
He
will
might
come.
score. He might score.
That goal will come because they just need a corner. That goal will come.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we can move on from Man
It's
U.
just sad.
And they've lost two games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know there was a kind of like they've won several games in a row, like four games in a row.
Mm.
So you argue that maybe those sides were mediocre sides? Nothing
They are
has
not at
really
their
changed
best. It seems like when teams
now.
are at their best, man, you just don't come out.
Yeah. Now,
Um,
Fulham, they lost to Fulham. I think it was
mhm.
Fulham they lost
It
last
was
time.
Fulham, yeah. 2-1, I think.
They've lost to
Mm.
Man City. And
3-1,
Fulham
yeah.
this weekend won. They beat Brighton terribly. Beat Brighton properly. 3-0. I watched that game. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I felt like Brighton was Fulham and Fulham was Brighton.
Was right.
Terrible, terrible
Mm.
defending. Everything was just terrible. But Fulham now won two teams back to back,
Mm-hmm.
which shows that they are strong. So you
Yeah,
mean
they're a team work.
you could make a case that when teams are strong at their best, man, you can't really beat them.
They can't.
So
Even
we
the
can
even
move
the
on.
game they won against Aston Villa, to be honest, Aston Villa gave that game away. They lost that game. I won't say Man U
Yeah.
came back and won. You know, um, I don't know. Maybe when Rasmus Højlund comes back,
And I think that's part of what
um,
killed them also.
that could have
Took a
helped
bit out of
them.
them. Because
Yeah,
imagine okay. maybe I can make that argument that
Mm.
Rasmus Højlund is making a huge impact
Yeah.
on them because they don't have a proper striker
To look
to
to
hold the
sustain the
ball.
ball. Yeah.
Because in this Man City game, if they had Rasmus Højlund, there are many times he could have the ball to him, hit it off someone, or turn. Diaz is. I don't like Diaz. I keep saying Diaz. He's an average defender.
Mm. He makes
Diaz is an
mistakes.
average yeah.
Mm.
If Hoyland was with Diaz, he will pass Diaz so at least twice in that game.
Mm.
Diaz will be running
Yeah.
for his dear life. But
Mm-hmm.
I can also argue that maybe Rasmus Hoyland is really affecting them too. That's
Mm.
another good argument. So that's probably they need another striker. So
Yeah.